Well, hello again, and welcome to the second devlog. So, I kept delaying the second devlog for a while, and now it's here, so enjoy it. Alright, so the first devlog was 6 months ago, and right now, a lot of stuff has happened in between those 6 months. So, this is a FNaF fan game called Camping with Springtrap. You play as Springtrap, but you have guns, and you shoot animatronics. So instead of they hunting you, you hunt them, and you shoot them, and you kill them in a forest. So, I'll be honest, the first devlog was pretty terrible, because there wasn't much to show yet. But there were like a lot of plans and ideas, but nothing really had happened. So again, this game is based off an animation series I made, also called Camping with Springtrap. And in the first devlog I mentioned that I was gonna finish that animation first, and then work more on Camping with Springtrap. Now, since 6 months have passed, the animation is like, it has been done for like a couple of months, and we've been working on the game for a bit. And yes, indeed, because first it was a solo project of me alone, but now me, I guess, has also joined the camping trip. And if you don't know who me, I guess is, he's basically a friend of mine who makes the same content as me, and we work on the game together now. Like, we both do programming and scripting and directing, you know. Then there's also Sutra, who edits like this devlog, for example. He will help us out with some stuff during the development, like some design stuff maybe. It's not very sure yet, but he will edit trailers, for example, and just some other things. Alright, so right now I'll just show you what the current project looks like, then explain a bit and what's different from the first devlog. So, first off, it's nighttime, and I don't think it was nighttime in the first version. We have a couple of guns here, and yes, working enemies. Because in the first devlog there was just a T-posing endo, I think, and that was about it. But I do have to say that right now we're like remaking all the guns and animations, so a lot of stuff won't look good yet. But that's something for the next devlog, where everything will be fixed. So let me just pick up the pistol. As you can see, this is a Desert Eagle. It has an idle animation, because I didn't make the walk animation yet, except for the legs, which walk a bit, but it's still pretty buggy. So if you shoot, it sends a hit scan, instead of a projectile, which was in the first version. And you can shoot the endo to kill him and explode him. I'll show you the second gun, which is dual pistols. Hold up. Alright. So, again, the animation is broken, but this is basically the dual pistols. Burst. Fire. You can kind of see the lines and how they shoot. Next up is the AK-47, which is pretty self-explanatory. The sound is broken though, but you can see the lines and how fast it shoots. And then, of course, yeah, this was already in the first devlog, I think, the jetpack. With a little light, apparently. I forgot about that. So the endo walks up to you and follows you everywhere, and is a bit more faster than the player. And if it hits you, then you see a little red screen, and it damages you. But right now, Springtrap has a lot of HP just for testing and stuff. But basically all the enemy animations and just the enemy code is gonna get reworked in the future in the next devlog. And then Freddy shoots you with a shotgun. Yeah, that's that's about it for the enemies. So we still have the experimental buttons like in the first one. The text is broken for some reason. Then here's an enter level thing, but we don't have much levels yet. And then I'm stuck. Okay, so that's what happens if you play it for too long. Then right here is the featured stage with Chica here. She's not an enemy yet, and the minigun. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So again, this is still a very buggy version, but I just wanted to show you a bit of development. And I'm going to show you a bit of code for the endoskeleton, for example, like how his AI works. But right now, again, it's still a pretty shitty AI. Has to be reworked. But I use a behavior tree because I've seen a lot of videos, and this is basically good for AIs and shit. Okay, so interesting. So it starts with the root, then it goes to the selector, and this is basically if he doesn't see you and if he spots the player. So if he doesn't see the player, then he will do BT task roam, which is roaming around. So let's take a look at that. Bruh, I swear if this shit crashes. So if we play the menu, then a little music will play. And you have a couple of things here. So you have settings, but only the graphics one work. So here you have a lot of graphic settings. There will be more advanced ones, and there will be like an image here showing how good it looks and that stuff. And of course the other settings. Then the credits, which are still pretty old and unupdated. The credits are also on GameJolt and in the description down below. And then an explanation on how to play the game and what you have to do in the map to make sure that the player isn't confused. You can click play, and here you have game modes, but only one works, which is start game. You can continue, and then this happens because, you know, there's no save file thing yet. And here you have all the maps that we've created so far. So the only playable one is the Halloween cave. I mean, you can try to do these, but a message pops up when you do so, because you're already in the main menu. You can't play in the dev map because you're not a dev. And oh yeah, this was from the first demo. This map was so bad that we just deleted it. And then the coming soon. So let's try the Halloween cave. Alright, so that's it for the menu. There's a video showing gameplay and a trailer about the demo version on my channel and in the CrackTeam channel, which is all linked in the description. So definitely check it out. I'll just give you a very quick tour around the Halloween cave. Okay, so as you can see, this looks very similar to the main menu map because it's literally the same, except that it's the full map and with gameplay in it. Alright, so as you saw in the as you can see in the video showing the gameplay, there's a gun pickup here, and then an endo spawn. You go down here, fight some enemies, grab the jetpack, and then you're in the very big arena with hanging skeletons and stuff. This is where you fight like about 60 enemies, and then you can jump on the mushrooms to proceed to the end of the level. Let me just unlit everything. Alright, so now you can see everything. Now if you have 60 kills, then this rock will explode, and then this path will be revealed, leading you into a small rocky corridor, and here is the end trigger to finish the level. So this is like very rushed. I made this a week before Halloween and wanted to release it at Halloween. So I made this in a week. So the cave is very big, very unoptimized, and very shitty, honestly. But this is also a temporary map. I don't think it will get deleted, but we'll just like rework it a lot to the point where it's unrecognizable. But that's the demo. So this is about it for the devlog. Not very long. But a lot has changed and a lot has to be fixed, obviously. And the next devlog will definitely include all the new systems, some explanations, I guess some funny coding moments, because from now on I'll be recording some coding moments of me realizing how easy it is to fix something or like, I don't know, alt F4ing, crashing, raging, destroying my PC because a bug occurred. That kind of stuff. I hope you enjoyed this devlog, and we'll definitely make more in the future.